What's going on, guys? I'm the Walrus Jedi, and in today's video I will be reviewing the Dark Forces Remastered. This is a remaster done by Night Dive Studios of the first-person shooter game released February 15th, 1995 by LucasArts, and this remaster was released almost 30 years later on February 28th, 2024, and the game is set 0 to 1 ABY, or 0 to 1 year after the Battle of Yavin. Alright, if you like this video, then please consider liking and subscribing and hitting the notification bell for more videos on Star Wars video game reviews and just other videos on books, comics, video games, movies, TV, Star Wars news, all of it. There will be some spoilers for the story of Dark Forces, so if you care, then this is your spoiler warning. And now I'll just recap kind of roughly the story of this video game. So in this, you play as an ex-Imperial turned mercenary, Kyle Katarn. And so the rebels hire him to get the Death Star plans. And so that serves the first mission of the video game. And then a year later, you're sent to basically there's these new kinds of troopers called the Dark Trooper, and they're dangerous and bad news. And throughout the game, you basically go out and take out like production, so like the factory where they make them, and also like the mine where they mine the metal that they use to make the Dark Troopers. And then eventually you take out their main factory, and then you go to the main bad guy, and so you're fighting a lot of Dark Troopers, and there are 3 phases. The first phase looks like basically a robot skeleton, so it doesn't have any like armor. They're very easy to take out. Then the next one has some armor, and they've got a little bit of upgrade in weaponry. And then phase 3, to my knowledge, in the game, you only face one, and that's the final boss, General Mach, in phase 3. And I don't really see a difference in, they might be a little beefier than phase 2, and their weaponry, I think they have like some extra rockets or whatever, but you go to several planets. There's 14 levels in the game, and you even get a little bit of Boba Fett and Jabba the Hutt in this game. They're not like in tons of levels, but you get a little bit of that. So and obviously at the end of the game, you destroy the facility, stop General Mach, blow up his ship, and escape, and on to the next mission. So all right, the graphics of this remaster, they do look better than the original game, but they obviously still maintain that look and style of the game. They didn't like make it like modern graphics where it's like they maintained the look of the video game still. So that's cool. The music is well, to be honest with you, I kind of find the music a little annoying to listen to. It's very I don't know. I'm not very good at describing music the proper way, but it's fun, and it's, I don't know, 8-bitty or whatever. It's definitely fits with the aesthetic, and I wouldn't change it, but it's probably my least favorite aspect of this game, because it can be a little annoying to listen to for a long time. And in this remaster, the developers put in like extras. So they've got like some behind the scenes stuff of like how they made this and that. And then there's also a level, like a bonus level, that was exclusive at a conference, that at like a type of E3 thing, and that, yeah, and you could play that. Yeah, so, and I thought that was pretty cool. Those little extras were fun. And that's one thing that these Star Wars games, in, from days past, they had extras. They had little developer interviews or interviews with actors or whatever, concept art, things like that. But in the modern games, they don't really do that very much. And that's a shame, because it's always fun to see behind the scenes stuff and, interviews and things. Well, at least I think that's interesting. Sure, not everyone is going to, want to hear about this behind the scenes stuff, but it's interesting. So, yeah, I hope going forward that they do that in Star Wars games, because I think it's cool. So I'm glad it's in this. Very good. Yeah. Well, I enjoyed this game. It was fun. It's not my favorite game. I have played Jedi Knight 2. And that's a sequel to this game. It's technically the third game in the Kyle Katarn story, I believe, the third or fourth. So it's, yeah. I played that. That's fun. So I hope that Night Dive Studios does Dark Forces 2. Hopefully they'll announce that here in a few months, and we can get it and play that, because and that's where Kyle Katarn becomes a Jedi. So I'm actually kind of excited for that. So yeah, I enjoyed the game. It was fun, and yeah. So I look forward to Dark Forces 2 then. So I guess, that's a pretty glowing recommendation. So, well, you can let me know what you thought of this remaster in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and until next time, thanks for watching.